growing with values has been your mantra. What does it mean for an organization which is growing at such a fast pace?
I always wanted कि जिस team को भी मैं अपने साथ जोड़ूं, they should always know that this is what we have to do. Opportunities will come to you and they'll come in the form of shortcuts also and it come in the form of the long term thing also. जैसे वो हमेशा कहते हैं कि one will be the easy way and one will be the right way. So you have to actually choose the right way. So that's what the fundamental thing was, and it is not about me only. Entire system has to go through that.
How do you envision Redington and Arrow in a partnership?
The most beautiful thing about Redington, that you are always there to support us, you listen to us, and the level of understanding where you can actually sit on our seat and think how the things have to be thought about.
Three decades, one belief, and a business built entirely on values. Today's guest started with IT retail in New Delhi in 1995 and never stopped building. Gurpreet Singh, founder and MD of Arrow PC Network, has quietly grown one of India's most recognized tech businesses, not through noise, but through consistency, discipline, and long-term thinking. At the center of everything is a simple belief that he has carried for 30 years. Growing with values. In this conversation, we'll go beyond the company profile and try to understand the mindset, the bets, and the belief that shaped this journey. Hi, I am Jaya, Channel Marketing Head, India, Redington, and welcome to Technogram, a flagship podcast by Redington where we bring together our partners, leaders, and change makers who are changing the complete scenario of IT tech ecosystem. And today I have with me Mr. Gurpreet Singh, Managing Director of Arrow PC. Welcome, sir.
Hello, Jaya.
So, Gurpreet, where did it all start for you? Not the company profile, but the real story behind Arrow PC.
You see, it started very, very small, like in 1995-96 when I got graduated from Delhi University, and then I worked for 1 year. And almost after that, I was very, very clear that no, I don't want to do a corporate job, but I want to do something on my own. And that's where it started. It started very, very small, and then you see steps by steps, I kept on going, and universe kept on opening the windows for me. That's how it has started. It was not started with a very big strategy or a, you see, large vision or something of that sort. It started step by step only.
That was a very refreshing, honest take on your story. Mostly people have a very polished version of it. You know, just adding on to it, growing with values has been your mantra. What does it mean for an organization which is growing at such a fast pace? How do you maintain your core value?
See, that's something which is very near to me. You see, growing with values, that was something which when we started the organization, we were very, very clear that we have to do this. Because you see, when you start small, normally you have that impression that you see, you can grow only if you compromise with your values. But we were very, very clear that we will grow also, but we don't want to compromise on our values. So with that clarity in mind, I put these three words. You see, Arrow, growing with values. While we are growing, we are ensuring we should add value to our stakeholders. Either it is our customers or our distributors or our OEMs. If they don't see value in what we are doing actually, then there's no point doing it.
So that is a very fundamentally unique way or approach towards a business. We do not see that in IT industry, which is a very fast moving industry. You know, coming up with the next question, what do you think, or what was that very difficult experience that shaped this mindset of yours?
Yeah, you see, it was not a difficult experience or anything, but that was having clarity in mind that what we are actually going to do. And I always wanted कि जिस team को भी मैं अपने साथ जोड़ूं, they should always know that this is what we have to do. Opportunities will come to you and they'll come in the form of shortcuts also, and it come in the form of the long term thing also. जैसे वो हमेशा कहते हैं कि one will be the easy way and one will be the right way. So you have to actually choose the right way. So that's what the fundamental thing was. And it is not about me only. entire system has to go through that. So entire people, like the first person who joined me and the last person who joined me should know this, that this is the value system which we need to follow. And it's not that easy also, because you see, even the young people are joining us, they want to do very, very fast. Sometimes you see, they feel that I'm actually slowing the growth, but then they understand that yes, when we are keeping the fundamentals okay, then the growth is much stronger. And overall, we are very proud that we are creating a strong company which will definitely have a resilience and which will definitely last much longer. And that's the legacy I wanted to create always.
So any particular instance or experience that has stayed with you in this journey?
See, there are several instances. Like, for example, we work with very large organizations. Our OEMs are also large. Distributors are also very large companies. And we are a company which is small, evolving, learning every day, you see, creating our systems. So I remember, like, you see, there was one customer, the goof up actually happened at the customer's end, but it came to us also. And the customer wanted to audit our books also, and they wanted to see everything. And that was a very big challenge, because our payments were stopped for almost 5 to 6 months.
Okay.
You see, managing the payment cycle, then managing that audit, all those things. But thankfully, we came out of it very, very clean, because we knew that we are very clear about that. And the best learning about after that was that yes, you have to keep your accounts, your systems, your people very, very intact. You should know what is happening. See, as a leader, I cannot go back to the customer and tell me that I don't know what has happened in my system. I am responsible for what is good is happening, and whatever you see, whatever challenge we are facing. So I have to take that responsibility. And the best thing was that I took that responsibility, I faced it face to face, and then we came out of it. And after that, we ensured, and that's what you see, I always tell my team also, that you have to be very, very clear about your accountings, your deliveries, what is happening in your system. Because you cannot say, भोले बन के काम नहीं चल सकता.
And absolutely, these kinds of experiences also shape up how you operate as an organization. What are your ethics, what are your processes, how you kind of behave with your clients and internal stakeholders.
Yeah, definitely. That's really important.
So Gurpreet, are you actually enjoying it, building Arrow at this scale, at this stage of your career?
You see, I'm loving it. Like, you see, the kind of business we are into, the beauty thing is that, you see, we have to look at the technologies, then we have to look at the different verticals. Every day we are, you see, working with different kind of customers. One day I'm sitting with a hospital customer, second day with a retail chain, third day maybe with a manufacturing company. Understanding their pain areas, then helping him on those particular areas. You see, it's an ever-evolving thing, and learning never stops here, you see. And then when we are working with our large customers and OEMs, we learn a lot from them, which we can come back and implement within our systems also. So that's the one area that yes, I am loving the business. Then, you see, because now it has become more of family thing for me. My son has also joined the business. My wife has also started a business which is actually complementing the overall business. So as a family, we are all involved. We are spending our days very, very well. And the best thing is that I get a lot of time for my family also. So that, you see, normally people talk about that work-life balance, which I believe is really, really good. I can work when I want. I can have fun when I want. And I can have both of them, you see, together also. People normally say work-life balance, that is, इतने बजे मैं काम करूँगा और इतने बजे मैं आराम करूँगा. I say no, it is not like that. For me, the work-life balance is that I work when it is very, very important, and I can stay at home when it is important. So I can actually look at my priorities, and accordingly, you see, I can plan myself. I think that's the best thing, and that's what I'm able to do. So I'm really enjoying it here.
Absolutely. In today's tech scenario, what are you personally betting on? Is it the market, the belief, or the technology? And what do you think that people are underestimating it at this point of time?
India, very clearly. See, India market, people are not actually understanding the potential of this, or maybe some are understanding the potential of this, and that's why new OEMs, new technology people are actually coming here. But I believe that's where I am actually betting on, because you see, the overall resilience of India, and now the access to the technology, this AI coming up, and I always see this AI is something which is made for humans, which is made by humans to actually serve humans. And you see, looking at this AI access and the resilience and the overall potential of India, I believe we have a real growth story which we are going to create in maybe next coming 3 to 5 years or maybe 10 years. But that's where actually I am betting on. You see, we started our offices in UK also, in Canada also, but then we actually came back and started pushing more ourselves on Indian market only, because if you look at either at the SMB market or at the corporates, the way we are growing, there's nothing better than that. And I always say, you see, we help our customers in their path, in their journey, in their growth story. Either our customers are having new people, or they are having new geographies, new offices, or they are adding, you see, new applications, they'll need our services. And that's what we do for our customers. And today, rather whatever they are built, if they want to secure that, there again we are helping them. So you see, building their businesses, then securing their businesses. And in India, I look at the overall potential, which is very, very high. I look at, you see, extraordinary stories in India. We look at our customers and see how these ordinary people are actually creating an extraordinary story every day. I look at a retail chain who started very, very small and now they are growing. Every time we meet them, they have a story, and then they come back to us that, you see, Gurpreet, you and your team also has to be ready for that, because this is the kind of expansion plan we are having. According to their pace, we have to actually keep evolving. And our customers, you see, keep on asking us before, rather sometimes we know about the new technologies which are coming up in the market. They also, you see, look at the things in a different manner today. And this access to information has actually, you see, increased the overall things. So I believe the potential in India is really, really good. We should focus on it. Our government is also supporting now, and we have a large potential.
I think the industry and our partner community will really kind of resonate with what you're saying right now. And India definitely is one of the key markets to be in.
Definitely, definitely.
I believe with Redington, we have been associated for almost 2 decades now. So what do you think the relationship has been like? And as a distributor, what do you think the role is? And how do you envision Redington and Arrow, in a partnership?
See, I still remember the day I got first credit from Redington, and that's how we started. It was really, really small. But Redington, like you see, they have been always supporting us. And then this area of value-added distributor came. You see, earlier the distributors were majorly handling the logistic and the credit part. And then we thought that, yes, the value-added distributors, we normally thought that the only new distributor will, you see, think about being a value-added distributor. But at the scale of Redington, changing and evolving, that's something really beautiful, and that's what I admire about them. You see, I saw them actually from those pushing boxes to actually bringing solutions to us, bringing new OEMs to us. Their team is also involved. They don't talk about orders only. They now talk about the technology, the solutions, what they are bringing new, how our customers are evolving. They are actually, you see, now interested in our customer stories also. So that's something which has changed. And they are now actually, Redington in particular, is actually adding value to the business. And that's what I earlier said, that unless everybody see the value in that particular chain, there's no point. So now I see that, yes, the solutions are coming, new products are coming. We do a lot of, you see, marketing activities, we do events, and we are actually now, we are just not, you see, taking the business, we are actually building the business together. We are building the technology business together. That's what is happening. That's the new change which I see. Now when I sit with Redington people, the conversation is totally different. They are not talking about, sir, how much orders I'll be getting this week or maybe this month. They are actually talking about that, how your company is evolving, how your business is evolving, what are you creating new. And see, that's what is the main thing. Now we are building together. So that's the most admirable thing about this.
Very nicely said, we are building together, and that's also the philosophy of Redington that we have currently, because partner is our core. And I think what we are building is a growth for partner, where the partner grows and we grow together with them. So that's the whole idea of it.
So see, jaise I earlier also said, there are a lot of extraordinary stories which are, I'm sure, happening within Redington also, within our place also. We have people who really started, you see, very, very small. They started at the smallest job we can think of, and today, like you see, somebody is an engineer, somebody is a solution architect in my office.
Absolutely.
And you see the kind of trainings we get from our distributors, from our OEMs, because we are not going back to the normal education. All the education will happen here only.
On the job.
On the job.
Yeah.
So from our distributors, from our OEMs, the kind of programs now Redington is bringing to educate our people, to train our people, to help us in marketing. that's again something which is you see really helping us in building the.
Okay, is there one thing that you can point out about Redington that no other distributor is doing it for you?
I'll not say the others are not doing, but yes, the promptness, the availability. See, that's something I really admire about Redington. Your people are always available, always supporting, and you see, whenever they're just a call away. That's what I can say about them. And then your leadership. You see, the overall ethics, the overall clarity of vision. That's what I always admire about, you see, your leadership also.
Thank you so much. That was a very genuine endorsement, and we love.
Most important thing I remember, you see, I think it was almost like post-COVID in 2022 or 23, we got an order, like a single order, which was almost near to my annual turnover. You see, and then those are the times, you see, those are the challenging times when you look at somebody to support you. And I remember that when I came to Redington and we spoke about that particular order, that was one thing, that was a large order where the credit was required. Second most important thing was that it was a distributed order. So we had to, you see, do deliveries pan-India. And you see, there were other important prospects also to particularly that order. So we sat with the Redington guys and we actually, you see, worked on it, that how we can win that order together and how we are able to distribute that, yes, deliver that. And that was really, really amazing. You see, the kind of help which came from Redington at that time was like unprecedented. Like we never thought of that we will go for such help and your people will be, you see, available, that yes, we are ready to help you. You see, because you see, in India we know that, you see, getting credit and you see that reputation building. At that time we also feel proud that yes, we have a friend who can actually help us in those times, and we can go back to our customers as well as our team also. See, my team also, when they see that, you see, there is a large order, they'll think we'll be able to do it or not. And thus what we have been doing as ROPC network, year on year, quarter on quarter, every time we have a new challenge and then we see we have never done that. And now we have, you see, support from our OEMs, from our distributors, we are able to do it. It's a history. Now next time there is another big challenge. Again we did it. So I think every year there are new challenges and we keep on getting support from Redington, and we have been, you see, building on that. So that's the most important thing I always say about it.
I mean, that's what we are for, to kind of support you to grow at a faster pace and kind of share the expertise we have with you so that we help you kind of reach wherever the organization wants to reach.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree to that. That's the most beautiful thing about Redington, that you are always there to support us. You listen to us and you see that understanding, that level of understanding where you can actually maybe sit on our seat and think how the things have to be thought about, not from one side only. See, there are ways of looking at it. One is, this is your problem, this is my problem, and we work on the isolation.
Absolutely.
And there is one when you work as a team and it becomes our challenge, and then we work together on that. So that's what we have seen with Redington most of the times, and that's where we have seen the growth. So if somebody is there who is actually able to, you see, understand the entire concept, look at the thing 360 degree, other than looking at from the one angle only, that I have to give the credit and this is the credit term and this is how I will go, or somebody actually listening to you, understanding your pain area, your requirement, your challenges, coming with you that yes, now we are a team, let's solve it together.
And I think growth, an important component of growth is collaboration and partnership. I think a growth cannot happen in isolation at all.
I believe that there's no better time than today to coexist, co-create and collaborate.
Absolutely.
This is the best time to do that, because you see, you cannot have all the strength in-house. So maybe I'm very good in the data center business, maybe I'm very good in the networking business, but I cannot have all the expertise. Okay, and then again, the money thing is always there. So you cannot have whatever turnover you see, like we have multi-folded our turnover from where we started, but still there is a huge, you see, long way to go. So even if I've been doing 100x of business what I started with, but I know that 1000x is also possible with the partners like this. So that gives us more vision, more clarity and more strength that yes, together we can win better, we can do better, and you see, the overall market is ours. That's what is the idea.
Perfect. Gurpreet, thank you for sharing your time with us and sharing your journey. I mean, one thing that I'm definitely going to take away is growing with values, and I'm going to try to implement it with our way of working. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have done it, and I wish that you are also able to do it. Thanks, Redington. Thank you. Thanks a lot.